welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making red skin dill potato salad. It's delicious and it's easy, so let's get started. I have some red skin potatoes here. I got them at the farmer's market, so these are really fresh. I washed them, and now I'm going to just cut them into like bite-sized pieces. Depending on how small yours are or how big they are, that's going to depend on how you're going to cut them. But make sure you keep them all pretty much the same size because they'll cook evenly then, okay? So you need 3 pounds of the potatoes. I'm going to continue cutting these, and then we're going to get them on to boil. Alright, once you have your potatoes cut, you want your water about 1 inch to 2 inches above the potatoes. We're going to put them on, we're going to bring them to a boil, lower it down to like a simmer boil, and we want them just fork tender. Alright, once our potatoes are starting to boil, which they are, I'm going to turn mine down just to a simmer now. And if you put a wooden spoon over anything that's boiling on the stove, it will not boil over if you put it across your pan. Okay? So while that's cooking, let's get started on our dressing for this. You're going to need a half a cup of sour cream. A half a cup of mayonnaise like Hellmann's or Duke's, not Miracle Whip. You don't want to use Miracle Whip in this recipe because we're actually going to make our dressing a little tangy with other ingredients, okay? Then you're going to need 2 ribs of celery diced, about a half a cup of red onion. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. 3 tablespoons of fresh dill. Now, if you don't have fresh dill, you can use dry dill, but do the comparison ratios for dill to dry because I'm not sure what that is. So I'm going to use, especially with it being summer, I just got fresh dill from the farmer's market. So we're going to do 3 tablespoons of fresh dill in here, which that is. Perfect. Okay. Then we need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. A dash of pepper. One tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And then 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Probably about 1 tablespoon of dry dill as I'm thinking about it compared to the 3 for fresh, okay? So 1 teaspoon of dry. Alright, so cider vinegar. And then I made 4 hard-boiled eggs. I have them in my ice bath right now, and I will cut those and put them in once the potatoes are done. Alright, once your potatoes are done, you're going to let them cool completely before we move on to any other steps. They have to be cold, okay? So I cut up my egg, I'm ready for that. I'm going to put my mixture in the refrigerator, let all that blend together, and by the time the potatoes are nice and cold, this will have blended together and it'll be delicious. Alright, once your potatoes are totally cool, I put them back in my pan to cool. I'm going to add my eggs. And I'm going to add my dressing. Now, I added just a little bit of white sugar to my dressing. I felt it needed something. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just add it until you taste it the way you like it. So I'm going to pour this all over. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to fold this in. Don't mix it too hard because you'll break up those potatoes and it'll become mush. So I'm just going to fold in. And then I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator to sit for a couple of hours to get all the flavors melded together. Okay, I'm just going to stick this in the refrigerator to meld together.